In this question, we are given that Joan estimated both the distance of the trip in miles and her average speed in miles per hour. Now, what Joan did was, she calculated the average time, the estimated time of the trip by dividing the estimated distance by the estimated speed of a journey. We have to find if her estimate of the time was within 0.5 hour of that the trip took. Since there is not much information that is given in the question, we move on to step 2 and analyze the statement 1. The statement 1 tells us that Joan's estimate for the distance was within 5 miles of the actual distance. Now, if we translate this statement to an equation, what we get is that if the actual distance is denoted by dA, then the distance that Joan estimated was within the range of dA minus 5, dA plus 5. It was within this range. That means if the actual distance that the trip took was 300 miles, then the estimated distance was 300 minus 5 and 300 plus 5. That means it will be within 295 and 305 miles. Now, from here we do not have any information about the speed. So, the statement 1 tells us nothing about the speed of the journey. Hence, statement 1 is not sufficient, and out of the given options, we can eliminate A and D. Now, moving on to statement 2, it tells us that Joan's estimate for her average speed was within 10 miles per hour of her actual average speed. Now, if we translate this statement to an equation, we can write the speed that Joan estimated will be equal to the actual speed minus 10, the actual speed plus 10. So, here also we are given a range for the speed and not the actual value, and we have no information about the distance from the statement 2 as well. Hence, statement 2 is also not sufficient, and we move on to the last step, which is the step 3, and analyze both the statements together. So, from statement 1 we have the range of the distance that Joan estimated to be equal to dA minus 5, dA plus 5. And from statement 2, we have the speed that Joan estimated to be within SA minus 10 and SA plus 10. Now, again, after combining these two statements, we do not have an exact value of the distance and the speed of her journey. So, it is not possible to find out the time estimate or the actual time that the trip took using both the statements together. Hence, the correct answer is option E.